much, Travis, for that introduction, and thank you all for having me here tonight. Thank you for coming here tonight. I want to start with two images that we should hold in our mind. The first is the special duty that the Crown owes to the indigenous people of Australia. The Crown made a promise, and it is very important that that promise be fulfilled. In Canada, the law has recognised the special duty of trust that the Crown holds to the indigenous people. That branch of the law has never really taken off in Australia. Justice Toohey once said that we could look to Canada and learn from what they did there. But it is something special in South Australia too, because as you would know, the letter of instruction given by King George IV on the establishment of the settlement in South Australia had a special undertaking to safeguard the land rights and other rights of the indigenous people. The second image we should keep in our mind is the image of the Queen. She is truly a most remarkable person and a great professional. She's a great woman professional. She's been an example of devoted service to duty, and in a world in which that isn't always fulfilled, and in a world where it doesn't seem to be as well cherished as it was when I was growing up, it is something that is worthy and that we in Australia are benefited by having it before us. Who will ever amongst us forget the scene at the Olympic Games of the Queen apparently coming into the Olympic Games out of a helicopter? I mean, what other head of state would do that? Can you imagine in Beijing on the Olympic Games thing? The then President of the People's Republic of China, no doubt a very great and distinguished person, sending himself up by appearing to talk to an actor and then jumping out of a helicopter. I mean, it is unthinkable, and it is just one of those sort of special things that shows what you can do if you and your lineage have been around for 1,000 years. You have a certain self-confidence about yourself, and you don't mind taking the mickey out of yourself, and that's a really good thing, I think. And all of us in our own lives have to remember that. There's a big world, there's a lot going on, and we mustn't ever let ourselves get too carried away with the cares of the world. We've always got to keep our sense of humour. Now, these little remarks that I have tonight are divided by, like Caesar's Gaul, into three parts. And they're somewhat serious remarks, but this is an important time for reflection. I mean, Diamond Jubilee is a very rare event. It's a special time, as we've heard. The Prince of Wales and the Duchess are coming here. And so we ought, as citizens who've bothered to come out tonight and get together and think about this as a sort of sample of the people of Australia, should think about a few thoughts concerned with the Diamond Jubilee. And if there's any time after my remarks, we're going to have a time for questions. A Q&A, I believe they call it nowadays, so that this will be a democratic encounter, and nobody has to agree with what I have to say, and I'm sure in this room there would be a whole range of different points of view about different things, but we've all come together because we rather like our Queen and we rather admire her, and we put aside for the moment any differences we have and find a commonality in the notion of the Crown and in the symbolism that Queen Elizabeth II gives to that notion and gives it flesh. First of all, I'm going to talk briefly about my own life in order that you will understand where I come from and how I became convinced about the merits of the system of constitutional monarchy. Secondly, I'm going to say something about the battle which was joined in 1999, where, to the great astonishment of a number of people, including a very large media house that was established in this fair city, the battlers and the Blue Rinse Brigade and the old people with their twin set and pearls, how they beat all comers. And thirdly, I'm going to say something very briefly about the Commonwealth of Nations and the headship of the Commonwealth of Nations, which is a very important role that the Queen has fulfilled since 1952.